and folding forward. Notice where your breath is most easily felt in this pose and see if you can expand the space inside of you that breathes. And then press yourself up. We're going to swing that left leg all the way around and cross it over the right leg. And if you cannot sit in this posture without your left sit bone coming off the ground, then you want to straighten your right leg so that you can have an even foundation. If your foundation is not even, it's kind of like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, right? The whole body is going to end up being crooked. So we're going to hug that left knee toward the right shoulder. And as we do that, we pull the spine up really tall. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale the hand to the ground behind you, turning your belly to the left, looking over your left shoulder. Use an inhale to come back to center. And then if your right leg was straight, bend it. And then take the left leg off to the side so that the right foot connects with the left thigh and the left knee is bent with the heel toward your buttock, kind of like in a pinwheel shape. Right hand to the ground behind you. Push into the hand and lift your hips. If you can't lift your hips, just stay in this position and we'll all lift the arm and lift the heart and drop the head back if you can. Pushing into the tops of the feet helps you get those hips up and the tailbone under. And then those of you who want can lower that left hand and find your left heel coming a little bit into a deeper backward bend. Dropping the head all the way back, pressing the hips all the way forward. And then release down. Bringing the hands to the ground. Straighten the left leg with the toes curled under. Straighten the right leg with the toes curled under, coming into plank. And then lift your hips, push back into downward dog. Those of you who would rather come down and press up and then go into downward dog, feel free. And then we're just going to bring that left knee up between the hands. So the left knee is kind of in line with the left wrist. And the foot comes across over to the right side. We can relax the back toes. And then come up onto the fingertips. Helping to lift and lengthen the spine, open the heart, pull the shoulders back. Take a breath in, and then come forward, folding. Try to relax your head, maybe stack it on fists or hands. Feel your breath. Maybe come back into your 4-4 count if that's helpful to you. And then bring yourself up and swing that right foot all the way around over to the other side. And again, you know, our bodies are not the same on the right and left side. You probably notice that all the time when you do yoga. So if you need to straighten your leg on this side, even if you didn't on the other, or if you can bend it even though you didn't on the other side, then do so. Take hold of the knee and pull it toward your left shoulder. And then holding on, lift spine, lift head, lift breath. And then inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale a hand to the ground behind you, nice and close to you so that it keeps you tall and upright. And then look over your shoulder. Breathe up your spine. Rotate your belly. Rotate your chest. Reach your eyes back. Feel your breath. Feel the length of your spine as you inhale. Feel the softening of the muscles around the spine as you exhale. Use an inhale to come back to the front. If your left leg was straight, bend it. And then we're going to fold that right leg off to the right so that you're making contact with the knee and the foot. And your right heel is by your right buttock. Your left hand is on the ground. Push into that to lift your hips up off the ground. Take the arm up, even if the hips stay on the ground. Try to open the chest. And if you want to come into that deeper variation, find your back heel. Drop your head back even more. Press into the tops of the feet to help get those hips to lift. Lift the back ribs up toward the front ribs. And release down. Swing both legs forward. Bringing the balls of the feet together, the heels slightly apart. Press down to the thighs. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Letting your hands come down on either side. See if you can relax even more through the upper body while strengthening even more through the lower body, pushing the legs into the ground, keeping the feet actively flexed. Breathe long and slow as though you're washing the breath through your spine. And then roll up as you inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, tuck the chin and slowly lay yourself down. The arms can come forward if it's too challenging to have the arms up. And then we'll hold about halfway. And then everybody bring the arms forward. And slowly lower all the way down. Feel your body at rest. Feel your feet, your hands, your breath. And then bend the knees and place your ankles under your knees. Feet hip width apart. Breathing from the belly to the chest. Palms will face down on either side of your hips. And on your next breath, push into your feet. Lift your hips off the ground. Roll your shoulders under you one at a time so that the shoulder blades are moving in toward the spine. If you can clasp your hands together, then that can be helpful. If you can't, don't worry about it. You might want to take hold of your feet or ankles if you can't clasp your hands, just to give you some leverage to kind of fold those shoulders under you even more. If your hands are clasped, then see how it feels to pull them apart. And then push into the feet, pressing the feet down and forward, lifting the tailbone, reaching the tailbone for the backs of the knees. Push down into the shoulders and lift the ribs even more. Lift the chest toward the chin. Feel the space in your heart and breathe into it. Release hands, lay the spine down slowly. Lift your head, reach your arms past your thighs. Stay here if you want, or if you want, straighten the legs and lift them off the ground. Lifting the head, reaching the arms forward. And then bend the knees in, lay the head down. Rock a little bit from side to side. And then rock lengthwise, tucking the chin, kicking the feet, rolling on the back. And when you get enough momentum, move the hands from the legs to the lower back, walking the hands down the back, lifting the legs straight up into the air. So it's best not to turn your head while you're in shoulder stand. I'll do my best to give instructions clearly enough so that you can follow along without looking at me. It's not good for the neck to turn your head. So you want to reach up through the toes, reach up through the tailbone, and have the hands as low down your back toward the floor as you can. And again, the shoulders kind of scoot under you. Stay with your breath. And then open the legs wide. Flex the feet. Press the toes down toward the floor. And lift them back up. And lower the left leg down. And lift it up. And lower the right leg down. Sorry, I wasn't clear. When you're lowering the leg down, you're lowering it over your head toward the ground behind you. Lifting and lowering. Continue. Good. And then lower both legs down. If you can, clasp your hands. If you clasp them in the bridge pose earlier, then clasp the thumbs the opposite way, opposite thumb on the outside. Pressing down into the arms if they're on the ground, or leaving your hands on your back for support. If your toes find the ground behind you, press back into the heels, lifting the thighs up. If the toes are floating in the air, don't worry about pressing the thighs up. Bend the knees toward the forehead, release clasped hands if you have them, and then slowly lay your spine down. Hugging the knees to the chest. And just gently roll your head from side to side, feeling the way the back of your skull makes contact with the ground. And then the next time the head rolls to the right, hold it there. Open the arms out to the side like a T and drop the knees to the left. Now, if your right leg doesn't rest on your left leg, you might want to bring your left hand onto the top of that upper thigh and just gently help it come down a little bit. Can you breathe all the way up into your right shoulder? And then release that left hand if you were using it. And then lift both knees together, dropping them over to the other side, turning your head to the left. And if that left knee doesn't rest down on the right leg, or maybe even if it does and you just want a little more stretch, that right hand can come and rest on the left thigh, letting the weight of it release that leg down a little more. Letting the fullness of your breath open up into your left ribs a little more. Wringing out the toxins from your internal organs. Wringing out the tension from your spine. And just like when you're wringing out a dirty rag, if you don't run clean water through it, then the dirt is going to stay in the rag. You have to breathe deeply. That's what washes those toxins out. Good. Release the right hand if you were using it. Bring the knees back to center. Hug them into the chest. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, lift your forehead to your knees. Squeezing all the air out. And then lower back down, placing your feet on the ground. Tuck your tailbone. Come down, release your legs, shake them out. If you have an eye pillow, you can bring that onto your eyes. And let the arms rest a comfortable distance away from your body. Take a deep breath in through the nose, exhale out of the mouth, sinking the weight of your body into the ground. And then another deep breath in, exhaling through the mouth, releasing your jaw. so that there's space between your upper teeth and your lower teeth, space between your lips, the mouth and tongue relax. And then one more deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Letting go of your thoughts, letting go of the past and the future, coming right into the present. Letting your breath be your anchor to the present moment. Letting your awareness find your breath in your body, feel your breath in your body, and rest in the breath in the body. Letting the body rest on the ground. Feeling yourself deeply relax. Letting go. Letting go. Letting go. Breathe into your heart. Move the fingers and the toes. Reach the arms overhead. Take a deep breath. Stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest and rock from side to side, massaging your back. Come center, rub hand to hand and foot to foot. And then roll over onto your side, resting your head on your arm, Resting your body on the ground, resting your mind in the feeling of your breath, of your heart, of your whole body. Just checking in, seeing the benefits of your practice. And then slowly press yourself up to sitting. If you come into a cross-legged position, come into your non-habitual cross. Feel free to sit any way you want though. Sinking down through the sit bones, lift tall through the crown of the head. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relax down. Inhale deeply, breathing from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste. Thank you for your practice.